2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
We're bringing you the Houston Rockets out at Toyota Center as they face off against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, they come into this game following a loss to the Pacers. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. And without a doubt, one of the more popular players in the league now. Seeing a lot of Che jerseys in the stands. Kenny, have you bought one yet?
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I bought 3 because of my sons. They wanted one. I wanted one. And the way he stood up for his teammates in the past and the way he conducts himself, he's a rising star. So, yes, I have 3.
Looks like a Che jersey you're wearing.
No, it's not. I had to make this myself. I tried to buy one, but they didn't have one in stock.
Sold out?
This is the bootleg version.
Yeah, it looks like it. Not really professionally done.
Whatever.
Both teams ready for the tip. Here's Kevin.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And at the start of the new year, a look here at the Rookie of the Year race. Some great young players making their entree into the NBA. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And while he might not be enjoying some of the success of the other rookies on that list, you can see he's already picking up on a few of the things he didn't have a grasp for early in the season.
No doubt. I think we're going to see a more confident, forceful player in the second half of the season. The best is yet to come.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Sixers coach Brett Brown helped build this team from ground zero. There were some lean years in Philly. Brown helped set the values and the culture for this team. Brown said, can you teach? Can you cultivate relationships? And do you bring energy? Those 3 qualities are what I've hoped to create throughout my tenure here. Kevin, mission accomplished.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. Hey, Chris, what do you think is the best way for a coach who has lost a locker room to get it back?
You just got to be honest and open, Kevin. You know, everyone's adults, and if you can't handle the information, then the onus is on that player. But just look at what happened in Minnesota last year. You know, just terrible in the locker room. It's not good for the fans, especially the hometown fans that believe in this young team. And so a lot of times it just comes down to clear, open communication.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Ennis, and it's Thibault in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Charles in at the 3 spot. Houston moving the ball around. Capella kicks to Che. Knocks down the 3-ball. And not sure if you saw the news, but Che has once again been named Rookie of the Month. Wow, Rookie of the Month. What a rookie season.
Well, when you win multiple Rookie of the Month awards, you are on the fast track to some hardware at the end of the year. Great season from Che, and he's earned the recognition he's getting.
On offense, here are the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, and Kevin, they got punished in that third quarter. They just came out without any fight after halftime, and you can't do that.
Here's Thibault after Clint Capella's bucket. Pass to Simmons. Six to shoot. Passes it to Horford. Fades. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Well, what you get with Horford is a guy who reads defense as well. I mean, he takes what's there.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Shea passes to Westbrook. And it's off from three-point range. And the 76ers with possession. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Greg, they just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
Bucket is good.
And the powerful frame of Horford, I mean, enabling him to rumble through the defensive resistance to put it home.
And the dunk by Jay.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Ennis. By Jay. Ennis with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Simmons against Westbrook. Ennis, the basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook kicks to Gordon. Now here's Shea. He's covered closely. Pulls it up. And it's Houston with another.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Embiid finds Simmons. Back to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Again, Philadelphia.
Look, I love how Simmons makes his teammates better. He's consistent and looking to get them going.
Westbrook passes to Capella. Lets it go from deep. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Capella.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Horford. Back to Ennis. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
The Rockets making a switch here. Birch is checked in. Gordon trying to break loose.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that back.
The 76ers trail by 6. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Shot clock at 5. Releases. Almost, but it rolls out. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things that D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
And Philadelphia has possession. After Westbrook's missed 3, Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Getting off the ground fast. Embiid is an absolute animal when it comes to hammering it home.
Shea kicks to Gordon. Launches a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Thibault. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 5 here tonight.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Pass to Westbrook. It's up a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
He just can't find it. Touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding on looking for the best shot possible.
Thibault, the pass to Horford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Houston. Gerald Green comes in for Gordon. Now here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Korkmaz. Here's Embiid. Banked in off the glass. Embiid's got 6 points. And some detractors have looked at Horford's stats, and Greg, they said he's not an all-star. Even Sports Talk Radio calling him average Al.
Nonsense. I mean, still a great defender, efficient scorer, elite passer as well for a big man. Then you get to his leadership. Big Al is the total package.
And Gerald Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Then for the 76ers, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Jonah Bolden comes in for Al Horford. And it's Burke in for Simmons. Now here's Burke. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Clock at 6. That one's not going to go. And the Rockets take it the other way. Here's Che.
Oh! Tell us how you really feel about that finish.
Woof.
A little extra on that one, didn't he? Che stirring up the pot in challenge mode.
Back to Burke. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's Bolden. And that one hits back iron. The Rockets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Shea passes to Green. Takes a 3. The Rockets with the new 14. Here's Shea. Oh, he just jams it right over Kyle O'Quinn. Wow, what a play.
Well, Kevin, offensive rebounding is largely about effort. Now, Che will outwork you if you fail to bring the energy.
Now, here's Burke. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Harris. It's rebounded by Houston.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Offensive rebound. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Kicks it out to Che. Shoots a 3. Sinks the triple. Che's got 14.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. The first free throw was good. Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. It's just, this is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool.
It is.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Now here is Harris. Covered by Che. Shoots from 14, and the jumper falls for him. Harris has got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
He keeps that mid-range jump shot alive. I love seeing Harris utilize this area of the floor.
Now here's Che. 14 points for him. Count that one.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Free throw, good. Che. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
Here's Bolden. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From deep three-point range, sinks the three-pointer.
The dribbling maneuvering of Harris. I mean, just an absolute genius with the ball in his hands.
Rivers passes to Che. Back to Rivers. At the elbow, it's Che. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Burke looking over the floor. Stolen by Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
You see the quickness for Rivers right there. He's good at probing inside when he gets a chance.
And it's Burke with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 2. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
This is it to Che. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
That works just like they drew it up. Till the part where he short arms the play.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been
a big group substitution here. Ken Birch is checked in for Daniel House. Shea comes in for Murray. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Rivers. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Horford comes in for Jonah Bolden. And it's Ben Simmons in for Trey Burke. We've got Jonas Jerebko. Russell Westbrook out there with Gerald Green. Then it's Shea. And it's Birch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Nuggets was tremendous. He dropped in 38 points, and his percentage was impressive, making a number of his free throws and field goal attempts. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he could be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
A look at Simmons, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Pass to Horford. Back to Simmons. Inside. Out to Harris. There's the three. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Harris has got 10 points in the game.
Catch and train. Harris is a dead-eye shooter. He provides great space.
And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
Oh, and it's not easy to measure these floaters, but Harris has really mastered the craft.
For three, Westbrook. That one, no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. Here's Jerebko. That one doesn't go. Good D by Embiid. Harris inside, guarded by Green. The shot. And the shot is long.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, it's just predictable.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
For three, Westbrook. Al Horford with the rebound.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Here's Harris. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid, so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Birch has got 6 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Here's Charles. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Then it's Ennis, then it's Simmons, and it's Thibault in at the 2. Rockets trail by 3. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Oh, he put the ball on the deck, didn't he? And he created offense. Shea draws the foul and gets to go to the line.
All players look for an edge, Chris. For example, certain guys are just so deceptive with the ball in their hands. I mean, you're always looking for whatever can give you that advantage.
Two of the best players, and people can complain as much as they want, but Harden getting to the line is genius because he knows how you're guarding him, and basically you gotta stay away from him to guard him because he's so skilled. And by the way, Curry does the same thing, and Curry, one of the smaller players in the league, but always finding a way to take the contact, take the bump, but to get the scoring up. And I think as a fan, for me, I know as a fan for me, it's fun watching the cat and mouse game between the offensive player and the defender, seeing who can get the best of each other while involving the ref.
Yeah, they just control their bodies so well. They know exactly what they need to do to get that call.
And it's all on the spur of the moment. I mean, this is
right.
All on the fly. Such genius to watch play.
Now the pass to Simmons. Here's Embiid, and Capella sends it back.
He seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean, Capella is outstanding at using his length to swat away shots.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Embiid. 5th in blocks, 11th in rebounding, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Westbrook, and it's blocked by Simmons.
The reach of Simmons, I mean, coming into play on these blocks, you got to be careful shooting around this guy.
Here's Thibault. Hits it from 3-point range. Thibault's got 5. And Tucker kicks to Westbrook. Shea, right side. Pass to Capella. Kicks it out to Shea. Passes it to Westbrook. Clock at 4. Double team on Westbrook. Here's Capella. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Simmons slams it in.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
And goodness! Where did that come from? It was beautiful.
Wow.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Thibault, defended by Gordon. Outside, Simmons. Westbrook with the block.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit.
Here's Burke. Harris outside. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Oh, he's a very active player who looks to score often. Embiid, phenomenal at finding all kinds of ways to score.
Shea outside. Poke loose. Embiid with the steal. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Daniel House. Al Horford is checked in for the 76ers.
And the Hakeem Olajuwon comparisons are somewhat legitimate. I mean, Embiid's skill set and size is something you don't see very often.
And the Rockets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. The Rockets have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. Free throw, good. Shea. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one. There's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic. How about that guy? I mean, that's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him, and then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from, and that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you, because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade on the foul line.
Gordon's checked in for Houston. And the 76ers making a change here. Rockets trail by 14. Here's Westbrook. That shot is off. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Thibault, defended by Gordon. And the pass to Harris. Puts it up from 12. Again, Philadelphia.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Back to Jay. Feeds to Jerebko. Good, and the assist goes to Che. Che's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, and you see right there, Che's ability to read the defense and make the right play.
Simmons against Westbrook. Harris passes to Thibault. Ring shot on the way. It's rebounded by Houston. Che's got his 7th rebound here tonight. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. His stat line has been terrific. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Houston, Jonas Jerebko out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Shea. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Harris outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's Embiid, and he gets the bucket. Embiid's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Too bad his scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if two of their other guys picked up some slack.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jonas Jerebko. Free throw, good. Shane.
And you look at stars in this league, not that many went to all 4 years of college. But don't tell that to Che.
Outside, Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 12.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Oh, that's just fearless in his approach. I love seeing Che attack the heart of that defense.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense. Oh, that's a big boy bucket by Horford. He just used his delicate touch despite getting bodied by the D.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
On the wing, Eric Gordon, guarded by Harris. The drive by Che. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Misses the three. The 76ers leading by 13. Left side, Harris. Horford. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. And the dunk by Capella.
There are some things you just can't teach. That's Che with tremendous awareness of where everyone is around.
Here's Thibault, defended by Gordon. In the corner, it's Harris. And the foul called on Shea. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Fourth foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Down low, here's Horford. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Horford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's never easy to stop Horford. I mean, mainly because he's so strong and able to shrug off the D.
Shea kicks to Capella. Back to Shea. And he drops it in from the low post. Shea's got 35 in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Embiid shooting. That's on Clint Capella. And Philadelphia making a change here. Ennis is checked in.
Yeah, and I love the fans in Philly. They're notoriously tricky. They expect hard-nosed effort. If not, they'll let you hear about it.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Timeout called the 76ers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. As you're talking about the Philly fans, they were even booing their team in that conference semifinal round against Toronto.
Yeah, they got nervous with the season on the line. You can't take it personal. In Philly, they love you just as much as they boo you.
Kicks to Simmons. Ennis in the corner. Plenty of space. Count that bucket. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Well, he's excellent at seeing the floor. Simmons brings a pass-first mentality to this game.
To the middle. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. To the inside. Embiid, no good. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting, Charles. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunity. And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, G, I mean, they forced a good amount of turnovers, and they trapped pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
Rockets trail by 9. Westbrook passes to Charles. The dish to Tucker. Good, and the assist goes to Chase.
The strip Tucker has, drawing contact means nothing to him. You can't rattle him. He's tough as man.
Embiid finds Simmons. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Bangs home the trifecta.
He can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
Shea dishes to Capella. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I love.
Here's Shea. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
And both free throws good for Shea.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Horford kicks to Simmons. Inside, Horford trying to free himself up.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
To the left side wing. And here's Gordon from outside. Trains the three-pointer. Gordon's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. At one point, they led by 16. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Shea. And Shea pulls it down hard.
Making a play off the bounce on the move. Shea is extremely active.
The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Simmons. 1:07 left in the fourth. Now here is Horford. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 3. Here's Thibault. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Oh, yeah, a little room for error now. We'll see what they run.
Count it. And now they trail by just 4.
Come on, he's a fearless scorer. Gordon has plenty of experience nailing these type of shots.
And they go to the intentional foul. So it's Philadelphia now. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. Ennis in the corner. Fires from deep. Cans it from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Tucker can't get it to go. Now here's Embiid. So the 76ers win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up for David and Chris Webber.